Hey guys, it's me Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're locking in for both Sunday and Monday Night Football for NFL Week 8. Decided to kind of package them all together to give you everything all in one easy to watch video. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start off, of course, with Sunday football. We're going to find our favorite play there, and then we're going to go over to Monday Night Football and find our favorite play there. Yeah, pretty excited for it. So let's see what we got here for this weekend. Let me just quickly scan through the baby lines, all running back receiving yards, and then what we're trying to do here is find the first line that's at least 40 or higher. If you remember my baby lines thing that I've been saying for the entire season, okay, so we finally are approaching non-baby lines. Technically, 39.5 is on the cusp because Dalton has to get 40 receiving yards to hit, so that is in the cusp of the playable non-baby lines. If you want to follow my personal preferences on lines, I know a lot of people like playing the baby lines when it comes to running back receiving yards because they get one reception and they hit. But the whole reason why I avoid them is because I like opportunity. I don't like betting on, is the running back going to get a target? Is the target going to be caught by the running back? Is the running back going to get at least 5 or 6 yards on that target that he catches? So I like 40 plus because that tells me this person's going to get enough targets to get the opportunity to hit their line. So in the middle here we have Kincaid, Pitts, Cooper. So we got 2 Buffalo players and an Atlanta tight end that has been on everybody's poop list since he's been drafted in the NFL, because if you draft him in fantasy football, he never works out for you until he's on your bench and then he decides to go off. He's one of those players. But yeah, so this is the non-baby line section of the site. So let's see, Kincaid, 30% difference is pretty nice. I don't know, have we done a tight end? When's the last time we did a tight end as our play of the day on the show? So this guy's hit this in both of his last 2 games. He eclipsed 50 yards. He's done this in 4 out of the 6 games he's played this season. Oh, sorry. 4 out of 7. I didn't see this at 981. So yeah, 4 out of 7 games he's eclipsed this. 4 out of the last 5 he has, and the only one he missed in 4 of the last 5 was the Houston game where he finished 6 yards shy of that line. The Buffalo Bills now have Amari Cooper. You would think, okay, Amari Cooper is going to take a lot of his targets, but Amari Cooper got a handful of targets in the last game he played against Tennessee, where Dalton Kincaid, as you see, still got 52. So, game theory-wise, it's good to have a receiver of Amari Cooper's skill set because that takes away, that makes the defense focus on them more, as opposed to having Curtis Samuel or Shakir as the best receiver. Amari Cooper's going to have the defense pay more attention to him, which makes the opportunity for Kincaid to get open or more targets likely. As we see, nothing really changed from the non-Amari Cooper 51 against the Jets to the Amari Cooper game 52 against the Tennessee Titans. So maybe he's just becoming more of the offense. I mean, like I said, 4 out of the last 5 he's hit this, and even with Amari Cooper, So technically speaking, the Amari Cooper game where he had 52 was his highest of the entire season, because these are all last season. So he has not hit 52. He hit 51 before Amari Cooper. So yeah, technically Amari Cooper game was 52. So I think we might be going with the tight end here. I think we might be going with the tight end. Again, this is the bare minimum to not be a baby line, because I say any line that's under 40, it's a baby line for receiving yards and rushing yards. But because he has to hit 40 to hit, and this is an overplay, that's why we can consider him here. So I think we're going... let me look at everything else real quick. Yeah, his 30% percentage difference, he's got a true total of about 12. We don't need him to get 51, we just need him to get 40. Which he's hit in the last 2 games, and 4 of the last 5. Yeah, so I think Sunday's play is we're going to go with Dalton Kincaid for Sunday. Yeah, that's what we'll lock in. Let's go ahead and look at Monday, and then we'll go back and look at our 2.0 tools, our team tools there. So let's see what we got for Monday Night Football. Not Jets, the Giants and the Steelers. Hopefully this is an ugly game as it sounds like it's going to be. Let's see. The first non-baby line is Malik. Hopefully he's healthy. We can only hope. Because last game he only got 41 yards. And the Giants were down the entire game. They were like blown out. And so you would think that he would get more passing, but Danny Dimes is such a bad quarterback. I mean, bad enough to get him 127 here, 115 here. Pittsburgh probably will win this game. Russell Wilson did not look super rusty in his first start. So I feel like the Giants are going to be down most of the game, if not the entire game. So we can only hope that this is the Danny Dimes that shows up. But I feel like this but this subpar game of 41 receiving yards, I feel like that's what brought the line down a little bit. And his projections get 88. We don't need him to get 88. We just need him to get 67. So this is a pretty good difference here. And I believe everyone's healthy on the offense, skill position-wise. I don't think there's no injury with the running backs. I think Singletary is good to go. They also have Tracy, who's been doing good in his place. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason here to not play this. So Dalton Kincaid, over 39.5. Malik Neighbors over 66.5. I think are 2 plays for Sunday and Monday football. So now we're going to take hop, skip, and a jump over to our 2.0 tools. See if there's anything that we like. So there's a rule of thumb that you never want to play a money line or any bet that's worse than minus 300 because the juice is never worth the squeeze. So even though the books are saying that Kansas City has an 80% chance to win, our AI is saying they have a 90% chance, which is why they're the top play. It's a big, almost a 10% difference. But because it's minus 425, we don't want to touch that. Baltimore is also a pretty heavy favorite at minus 395, so I don't want to touch that either. So in the middle here, we have Atlanta. They're a 58.68% implied chance based on the sportsbook odds of minus 142. But our AI is saying 67%. Of course, with all the injuries they're having, their offense is going to be a whole lot different. So an 8.32% uptick on an already favored team is pretty nice. And the fact that their line is only minus 142, that's something that you can bet single and not hate yourself like a minus 425, which doesn't really pay you for if they do win. So without clicking anything else, Sunday, Dalton Kincaid over 39.5, Atlanta money line. Then we go over to Monday Night Football. What I just mentioned to you was minus 300 is the most possible you ever want to plug in. So this is minus 238 for Pittsburgh money line, which is kind of in that realm, but the difference is barely anything. So there's nothing here that's sexy at all. So then we're going to go over to, so I know the spread's not going to be different because the money line's not different, so I'm going to actually go to the total and see if there's anything we like on the total for Monday. Well, that's interesting. So the total is relatively low because everybody knows these two teams are not good. Total's at 36.5, and our projection says 38.8. It's not a lot of points. It's only 2.29 difference between the AI and what the line is, but I'm not in love with this, but it's intriguing. So again, to recap what we're locking in on this show, we like Dalton Kincaid over 39.5 receiving yards for Sunday. We like Atlanta money line for Sunday. For Monday Night Football, we like Malik Neighbors over, what was it again? Like 66.5? I'll go back to it in a second. Malik Neighbors over receiving yards. And then we kind of like the over 36.5. Now, let me check two different books here. Okay, so it looks like it's 36.5 on both books. So if you find it lower, go for whatever book has it lower. But this is a kind of like. So it's not, don't go heavy on this one. But to lock in something that's not a player prop, over 36.5 is the only thing that we really like out of all of them. But we only kind of like it. So take that with a grain of salt. that's what we're doing. I'm going to go back to Malik's receiving yard line real quick so we can see what that was. Oh, wait, did I say 66.5? I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Okay. So, yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That are 2 plays for Sunday football and Monday football. Now, if you guys have been tuning into the live show, for this Sunday, we're not going to be having a live show. I'm going to the Dolphins-Arizona game, so I'm not going to be in my office or anywhere in the city that I live in because I'm going driving down to Miami for that one, to his first game back. Very excited about that. I was on the train of hoping he retired, but he's not going to retire anytime soon, or for the time being. So if he's not going to retire, he might as well win us a Super Bowl. But yeah, so no live streams for week 8, but make sure you guys are always checking the YouTube channel because we'll be dropping a lot of shorts the next 2 weeks, a lot of quick hits, if you will. And yeah, good luck with everything, guys. If you have any questions, let us know in Discord. If you're not in the Discord, then you don't want to win your bets because the Discord's free to join. Download the free PlayerProps.ai app, create a free PlayerProps.ai account, get in the free PlayerProps.ai Discord, and make sure you do all those. And then when you get in the Discord, you have to follow the steps in the Get Access channel. There's so many of you that just get in the Discord, and they're like, where's all the channels at? And the one channel that you can see says Get Access. All you gotta do is read it. Follow the steps in the channel you can see, and it'll unlock all the other channels for you. It's easy. But yeah, that's what we're doing here for Week 8, Sunday and Monday. Hope you guys are enjoying the basketball stuff as well. We're also doing basketball shows daily and or shorts daily, which I'll be working on the basketball one right after this. But yeah, check everything. Follow everything, follow the guidelines, follow the bankroll management. If you want to win like all the other VIPs are winning, which you see them dropping daily screenshots, you got to do exactly what they're doing. They're following guidelines. They're having certain principles. You can't just lead lighting money on fire, blindly locking in 15 pick parlays and hoping they hit. That's not how it works. You're just feeding the books more money. Stop it. Lock in, apply yourself. We'll see you guys in the Discord. Good luck.